One.
We are live.
Live.
Stop eating.
Go into the actual video. Does this video that's going to be released contradict Akron Police's version of the shooting, saying that Walker's actions posed a, quote, deadly threat to police?
Absolutely. The shooting absolutely is not justified based on what the video shows. The video is actually important because it makes absolutely clear he makes no gesture. He doesn't point at them. He doesn't stop and turn towards them. He doesn't square his shoulders to them. He's seen running away when the gunfire erupts. That's it.
Okay, so based on what you just described and based on everything you've seen, what do you believe the public will be most bothered by after watching this video?
The public's going to be most bothered by the violence. This is tough to say. There's a lot of gunfire. It sounds like fireworks are going off, as if you opened a pack of fireworks. And the most difficult thing for the community is going to be watching the body fall. That happens too. And I can't say it enough. We're here not to sensationalize this. We're not here to excite or incite anyone to do anything.
Like I said,
except please speak peacefully to what's happening. Change will come.
They don't even shoot charging bears that much.
Like target practice.
Jalen Walker, a young black man who just got shot and killed by the fucking police. Not only was he shot and killed, but he was shot at 90 fucking times. 90 fucking bullets. Why the fuck do you need to shoot somebody 90 fucking times? 90 fucking bullets. And you know what he was doing? Grubhub deliveries. This young man had 0 criminal history, 0 felonies, and 0 fucking misdemeanors. And by no big surprise, the police are on paid motherfucking leave. And the police will always find a way to justify this shit because the police police themselves. And the police and white people will come back, well, he didn't pull over right away. He didn't pull over. He didn't listen to the officers. He ran away because he was scared of exactly what you fucking did, which was murder him, and you shot him 90 fucking times. What do you expect him to kiss your ass? Respect all your fucking authorities? How the fuck can he respect you if all you do is see cops killing black people on the motherfucking TV? And when we ask the justice is never fucking delivered, and the cops end up with a new job, with a new paycheck, and we end up with a motherfucking news story every fucking week and every fucking month and every fucking year, and nothing ever fucking changes. Fuck the cops. And fuck anybody who justifies this bullshit. My name's Eric Stone. Doses, justice for J.M. motherfucking Walker.
Okay? That's why we're doing this, for you. Because they're shooting people like you, you know? We're going to protect you.
That one was sad for me. Very sad.
Another viral celebrity criminal that made it to the big screen, soon to be on football fields and basketball jerseys. You can't make this shit up. Here's the headline you'll never read. Last Saturday, I was stopped by the police around 3 in the morning on my way to work. I had a headlight out when the officer pulled me over. The officer requested for my license and proof of registration, in which I gave it to him. He went back to his car and ran my license. And a few moments later, I was back on my way to work with a warning. Isn't it amazing how cooperation works? I'd stomp on the gas and fail to pull over, take the police on a high-speed chase, then discharge a firearm at the police to only jump out of a moving car with a ski mask on in the middle of the summer. Only flee from the police that are already at high alert because I turned a simple traffic stop into a public danger to make sudden moves to ultimately lead into my premature death. I strongly encourage you to take the time to go watch my full take on my YouTube. It's a much needed message. The link is in my bio.
just so you guys know, I labeled that video the black ass because I don't know. It amazes me what world. I mean, I wasn't even born here, and I feel this. I seem to feel this stuff more than people who, it's just. Well, there's a song. You guys ever heard that song? Look at the coons. Look at. Oh my god! All right, here we go. Let's get into it, folks. Let's get it. Let's just get into it. I don't think video is gonna. There's not enough videos to show.
I know it's like
It doesn't
it's
matter.
like trauma porn.
Yeah.
It's like every time you turn around, it's something new.
All right. What am I trying to find here? Okay, we're having a little technical difficulties here.
That happens on big shows, you know.
All right, here we go.
Difficulties on the
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. Grow the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We'll be giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Give us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's called Kevin and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Yeah. What's up, people?
What's up? Long time no see.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Well, if there's ever a time, I was going to say if there's ever a time where we need black therapies today, but I mean, this has almost become the norm. Before I get into it, thank you to everyone that's tuning in. Please remember, if you can move over to YouTube, because I'm going to get away from Facebook, because Facebook is just blocking a lot of our stuff. They have so many restrictions, things we say, they block. I get a notification, we blocked you because somebody said this, somebody said that. So please, if you can go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, so we can move the show fully over to YouTube. Well, we still be on Twitter. We're on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And I just want to get off of Facebook. With that being said, thank you to everyone for joining the show tonight. Tiffany, how are you doing, sister? The resident queen of the show.
God is good. I'm glad that I'm here. It was a blessed weekend, bittersweet. One of my good friends passed away, Rodney Holly. Rest in peace. One of my friends for over 25 years.
Wow.
Men, I tell my men, please take care of your bodies. Make sure you check your bodies out. Don't wait to the last minute. If you feel like something is uneasy, go check. It's okay to go to the doctor, so we want to send love out to his family and his twins. But other than that, the African Street Festival was beautiful. I was able to go to Coney Island Beach to hear reggae. So it was a beautiful, peaceful weekend. How about y'all?
You did the reggae thing, Tiffany? You can do the reggae dance?
Oh, yes, I love reggae. That's my thing. I love reggae and Afro beats. And hip hop, old school hip hop, old school R&B. That's it.
What happened to Shabba Ranks, man?
Shabba,
right?
Shabba, welcome. No, Shabba's still around.
Michael Jackson of reggae, and all of a sudden,
no, he's still around. He's still around. He be doing concerts.
Yeah. He lives in Canada now. I heard. Last I heard, he was living in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, just Google him on YouTube.
I went to a Shabba Ranks concert. Dating this girl years ago who was into reggae music, and I wasn't. I didn't, know anything about reggae. And I went to see Shabba Ranks. She had tickets. We're in the front row. Let me tell you something. Dude, this guy came out with so much energy and charisma, and I was blown away. I've never been to a reggae show. First of all, I've never seen where he just came out and he was doing this dance and he was just hopping all over the stage.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. School bell ring. Welcome, welcome.
Just the energy alone, man, of this dude. This dude was charisma. He was amazing on stage. I was like,
Yes, he is.
This dude is an entertainer. That dude was bad.
Yeah,
so that's introduction.
Yeah.
Reggae was seeing him live, man. You know,
yeah, he's one of the originators. You know, I was able to see him in the 90s when his album came out. He went on to the parade, the West Indian parade. I had to be like 14, 15 years old, and he was up there. Yo, he was tearing it up. I loved it.
I'm glad to see you still out there doing this thing. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Shaba. I got young bad, and the wicked in a bed. Wicked.
Plop. No, stop.
Yeah. Well, Kev, what's up, brother? You been on the road, for the last.
I've been on the road, man. Like I was telling you guys on the pre-show, man. Left my hotel.
Missed you.
Sunday, man, and just to head back home, and Monday, I left my hotel. I'm driving home, and I get a call from my sister telling me to cut on CNN, man. Then we found out about the shooting that happened on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I gotta be honest with you too, man. That just ruined it for me, man. I didn't even enjoy the rest of the
Yeah.
This happened 10 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time, I guess, and it just put me in a funk, man. I just came home, got in front of my TV, and just turned on CNN and just watched CNN for like 5 hours, 6 hours straight, nonstop, man. Just on the footage. So I knew they were gonna catch this dude, because the fact that he didn't commit suicide, he tried to run. I knew sooner or later we were gonna catch him and apprehend him without incident. We're gonna talk about that in detail. Once again, a mass shooter, a white mass shooter, is apprehended in
Illinois.
But I don't think he even need a Band-Aid.
No,
he probably need a Band-Aid, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And I guess you guys know, but there was another shooter 3 days before. I think 72 hours or 48 hours before 4th of July, there was a shooting, I believe, Kentucky. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kentucky, a white guy shot and killed 3 police officers.
I heard about that. I didn't even.
And he also killed the police dog, which they consider an officer. He had a German shot killed.
He killed the dog too.
Yeah.
But guess what? He killed 3 police officers and was taken into custody alive. Guy killed now 8 people because 2 people have passed away in the hospital since 4th of July. So this guy in Chicago then killed 8 people and was taken alive. So y'all know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm gonna start. These are my thoughts. And Kevin, I've said this many, many times on the show before. What else do Black people need to see? What else do we need to see? I mean, we've seen it's right there in our face. What else do we need to see? And I also want to add this. This is what I don't understand. What are white men so pissed off about? They have everything. I mean, what is making them so angry? They have everything. The playing field is not level. You know what I mean? It's still lopsided in their favor. You know what I mean? They're still 5 to 10 times more likely to be hired for a job, to get loans, to get shot by the police.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, they have it all. What more do they need? Why are they so upset? Why do they need to go out and start just killing people? This is what I don't understand. I hope there's a white man watching that can help me understand what is pissing white men off so much. You know what I mean?
I think personally, on that call is watching the prosperity growth of other people and your own personal insecurities, because we've said this on the show a million times also. We are just better at most shit.
It's jealousy, envy.
Because we are better. At where we are as a people, the things we've achieved as brown and black people in this country, under all the circumstances that was set up for us not to achieve. And we still were able to conquer that, conquer slavery, conquer Jim Crow, conquer
Survive.
all the stuff that we done gone through, conquer genocide of drugs and all the other stuff that was put into our neighborhoods, still somewhat be uh, the top of everything that we get into. We're still able to be vice president, president, or whatever the case may be, or number one boxer or basketball player, whatever the case, business, everything. Black people have achieved everything you possibly can achieve in this country to a certain extent, even with all the obstacles they're putting our way. And I just think, as Tiffany said, it's just jealousy on steroids.
Yeah, and envy. And it's in the DNA. I don't think people get it. It's in their blood. And a lot of white people now, they are seeing it because it's on camera. And a lot of them never really cared. They didn't think about it. They didn't check for what black issues is, but now that it's on CNN, it's on everywhere, it's on Fox. It's like, oh my gosh, Kev, you sent me a video of a man expressing, like, how do this person get 60 shots, 90 rounds, but these other people that killed people, children, elders, everything, and not one tasered, not one gunshot, not one nothing. That is like in our face. What we're not seeing. What is the justice system not seeing? What is the legal people not seeing? People with common sense. They don't think that this is an issue. I really think they need to start hitting police in the pocket. Okay? Meaning you take somebody's life, you're going to lose your pension, okay? Every time you do something that you could have hoped or thought about, I mean, come on, how many times you saw his body lifting as they still shooting him like he was target practice? You really have to take somebody down like that and then put handcuffs on them?
Yeah.
I saw a video with his sister. She can't even look at the video because it traumatized her. Like, she said it's too much because how they're putting her brother out there is so negative. And this guy just lost his girlfriend in a bad, serious car accident. You understand? Serious car accident. But it's a lot of details that they're not telling us. But I'm going to tell you this. The 60 shots to the body was enough for me. It was enough for me.
Well, like there's a comedian, Godfrey, and
we know Godfrey.
And he said, they just don't like us, plain and simple.
Yeah, message.
They just don't like us, and I don't think there's anything we can do to ever, but we still can't believe it, because I saw a video where there's a pastor, said, through all of this, the mass shootings and the police shooting the black guy 60 times, we are not a violent people, and we will get. He said something like to that effect. We are not.
We're not.
But how long do we have to keep? How long do we have to keep putting up with this? How long? I mean,
listen, they're gonna run into the right person, and they're not going to be too happy with killing their family members for no reason. Okay. Also, don't the city is not tired of paying out money to families for the bad behavior of their police?
No, they're not, because it's not their money, Tiffany. It's taxpayer dollars. They don't even see this. All
and
this.
Look, you just taxpayers dollars. That's our money that we're paying out. That we have to pay for their bad behavior. That's ridiculous.
The city, the state, kicked out like $42 million in the last, I think, 3 years, and police misconduct. The state of Maryland, where I grew up at, they're in the same boat. They kicked out like $15 million in the last years on just misconduct cases to settle out of court for crooked cops, doing things.
That's a lot of money.
It's because in general, though, they treat black people with more aggression, right? They treat us with more aggression. They always think we're angrier. They think we're stronger than we really are. You know what I mean? They just treat us with more aggression, like we're not human. You know?
Well, we see that.
Yeah, we don't. It's not only the police, but in general, in society in general. I mean, you see how they react to us when we walk the street. So I don't know if there's anything, because I said to a friend of mine the other day, how long have we been living together now? Even if you had all the stereotypes about each other, right? The fact that we've been living together now for hundreds of years, wouldn't that dispel all the stupid um, stereotypes you had about black people? If you listen, when I was in Barbados, living in Barbados, I saw a white dude spit. I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I saw a white dude spit in his hands. I mean, spit. I don't mean like poop. I mean, and then rubbed his fingers through his hair. Man, like that, and slicked his hair back. I swear to God, I thought that's how white people got the slick hairdo.
They probably did. They nasty. That's nasty. I'm not putting no hard spit on my head and slick my hair back.
Slick his hair back.
That's nasty.
But I'm saying that I didn't hold on to that stereotype forever. You know what I mean?
We two different people, two backgrounds, two different ways of life, two different ways of how we look and view at life, because they don't see what we see. They don't feel what we see, just like we don't feel or see what they see. Like you said, they have everything. They have skin protection. We don't. You can have a bum on the street that's white, okay? He is a shower away from a manager's job, okay?
Yeah.
So it's a big difference. It's a big difference. And this is how they see us in society. And it's sad. And it needs to be talked about. And I don't know how they do it. Is it through the legislator, or what do they do? The political officials? Something got to give. Them cops should be accountable for shooting that man that many times. And then you're going to put handcuffs on him. He's dead. Y'all overkilled him.
So after Derek Chauvin has gone to jail, or prison, I should say, these cops still, fatal shootings there's been since George Floyd, a lot.
Because they're mad.
They're not even deterred by it. They're not even scared. Like, they're not even saying, wow, man, we busted like George Floyd, they end up in prison. They don't even, I don't understand how they're not afraid to still kill us. After that, we just witnessed two cops, actually, because the other lady's in prison too, right? The one that killed Dante Wright,
right?
Minneapolis. She got convicted.
It's like they're not learning their lesson.
Been convicted of shooting a black man, and of course nailing on one, and there's still 60 shots. I mean, I wouldn't even shoot 6. If I had a black bear come in my house, I wouldn't shoot him 60 times. It probably wouldn't take that many shots to stop him, right?
No.
60 shots. And they said, and I didn't see the video, but they said he dropped after the first shot, which I would imagine.
You didn't see the video?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you couldn't deal with that. I can understand. You're a black man. I probably wouldn't want to see the video either.
Tiffany, at the hands of police officers. So I decided not to watch the video, and I'd probably get around to watching it eventually. I couldn't take it in this week. It was just so much already, beating me down, man. I was like, I watched this video, and
this is how scary it is for black men. Yes, last night, yes. With all the fireworks and stuff going on, I guess dogs are afraid of fireworks. And they go, dogs seem to go crazy. Anyway,
cats too.
Cats too. Okay. So I'm driving home, and there's this little dog walking in the middle of the street, just strolling in the middle of the street, and it looked like a dog that was somebody's dog. So I slowed down and I stopped. I drove around it, and I just stopped to see where it was going, and it just was walking slow, just taking a casual walk. So I turned into my driveway, drove up to my house. And the dog came up the driveway. So I go, oh shit. So anyway, I decide to called the local police to see what I do with this dog. I said, there's this dog. It's at my doorstep. I don't know. And it said, they're going to send the police, and then they're going to try to contact animal control. So anyway, long story short, the cop came, and the cops is coming about this dog. And I'm like, I hope this doesn't turn into being about me.
You was already having anxiety. That don't make no sense.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm trying to help this dog because I know there's a 99% chance the dog belonged to somebody white, and we all know how white people love dogs, because we all know if dogs are being shot at the rate black people are being shot at,
it would be a problem. They'd be protesting.
Absolutely. Imagine white people seeing dogs hanging from trees.
That would drive them crazy.
Imagine if there was a video of a person kneeling on a dog's neck until it died. But anyway, yeah, the cop came. It was a female cop, but I'm like, just please don't make this about me. And she didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? She waited, and then she said, animal control is on the way. Can you wait? I said, it was like after 10, 11. I said, I got to go to bed. She's like, can you bring the dog into your house? No, because I don't have pets. You know what I mean? And I wanted to go to bed. I want to bring a dog in my house, and I go to bed, and you know what I mean? It's too much. Anyway, then the animal control showed up, and she asked me for my name. She already had my address because she was at my house, and then she asked me for my date of birth.
Oh,
like, so I'm like,
why is they asking all that information just to get back a dog?
I'm like, I'm so sorry I even got involved with this. I said, listen, is that necessary? She go, no, if not, if you don't want to, but we just need it just in case. I go, just in case what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wanted to just put you in the system. I
had anxiety from having police come to my house about a dog. You know, because I'm thinking, they'll probably find something wrong.
Right.
To, you know what I mean, to interrogate me or ask me for my ID or want to, you know what I mean, find some reason. You know, so, and I'm saying that because a lot of people online are saying, well, the reason black men get shot because they run from the police and they do this and do that. But you get anxiety, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you're in the neighborhood, when you see what police do and you see them make stuff up. You know what I mean? I've always cooperated with police when I got pulled over, but I've had police pull me over and say, do you know, and I first said, why'd you stop me? Because I had no idea, seriously. And they go, why? You got a problem with it? You want to do something about it? I'm like, I didn't say all that. I just asked, why'd you pull me over?
That's why I avoid the police like the plague. Them and white people, I avoid them because I don't want no problems. Just like you said, you have that anxiety, and that's sad for you as a black man because it's hard for us women, but black men, I feel so bad for. That's why I talk to my nephews and I try to tell them, listen, try to avoid them. Don't get in no problems. Don't do no crime. You understand? If they come to yes sir, no ma'am, my mother, my father, you understand? Just please, because it's too much, and you shouldn't have to feel like that as a man, and nobody should have to have that anxiety. But why we do is because we see what happened. They have a bad history. The history of policing is very, very scary, and they have to do something with it, and it starts from the inside. The inside is rotten, and they are producing these horrible cops. They had somewhere where a lady took, I don't know if it was a group or like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts to the police department, and the targets was all black men.
Yes.
Why is it targets a black man? And why it can't just be like something dark or orange or something or a shadow? Why it has to be a black man? So that means your energy is focusing on killing my black man. You understand? No, that's unacceptable. So she actually wrote letters. They had all different colors. They had Chinese one. They had all different colors, all different. But they chose the black man, and then going to say we apologize. What do you mean you apologize? You didn't supposed to have that up anyway. It is 2020. It's 2022. Why are y'all still in this black and white mentality? So this is why, Carl, is because it's still in them. It's in their DNA. They're not thinking about that, and it needs to start inside of the police department.
So, black people, are we running on a treadmill? Are we just
We've been running on the treadmill and we still surviving, taking care of kids, cooking, doing all that. We still surviving because that's the only thing we can do is survive. So we about to go through inflation, sweetie. We go through inflation every day. We have to get up and survive and take care of our family and our children. Everything is going up around us, but our pay is not going up. So we have to work extra harder, or we got to deal with people we really don't have to deal with because why? It takes two incomes to stay together to survive. So it's a lot going on out there, and I salute people because it's hard out there, especially for Black people. I'm sorry, nobody can't tell me nothing back. Nothing else.
Pamela Jones is called Black Tax.
Yeah. Oh yes, they make a lot of money off of Black tax ass. Okay. Yeah. They tax us on the regular. Everything is just extra on us. Okay. So we are paying for it.
Yeah. I mean, like just all the stuff we got to go through. It's like a tax onto being Black. It just, let me show this video of this. Tell me if you think a Black guy would have survived this video.
Take a look at how the police handled this white suspect with kid gloves.
What are you doing? I'm trying to get my wife and kids. Okay, and you think that trying to kill somebody is the way to do that? Give me your driver's license. Give me your driver's license. I'm asking for your driver's license. I asked. He said he's going to the zoo. Oh my God. Hey, watch out. Don't let him kill somebody. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hey, man, get out of here. Go ahead. Go up. Here, stop this guy. Stop. We just had somebody about hit us multiple times out here. Start me in the car. 125. Turning it to the we want to ball. Get on the ground! Okay. Turn around! About you. Get on your stomach now! Okay, get on your stomach! I'm not moving, I swear. Do not move! Get on the ground! Do not move! What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You almost hit her.
They found the taser for that guy.
Listen, we all know if that was a black man, he would have been shot on the spot. But like I said, I don't understand how y'all can let, like this thing that just happened in Highland Park, Illinois. Most of these places that is having this drama is suburban areas. It's like they're breeding young men to do this chaos. I mean, I really hope this is not an agenda, because if you notice, look at the ages. Look how none of them has been shot down, have not been killed, nothing for the heinous crimes that they did. Something is not going on. Something's going on.
I mean, I keep saying this though, but I mean, with all the years that black people have been living together, living with white people, and we've all been living together, and they still continue to perpetuate these stereotypes year after year, day after day, week after week, month after month. And we, as black people, have seen lynchings, right? We've seen lynchings. We've watched police, murder black men, and we still don't fear them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is gonna. I don't know if there's a solution for it. You know what I mean? Can you force people to love, or can you force people to have empathy, or can you force people to care about other human beings?
No. Why should we do that? We don't have to force nobody.
Yeah, right. So we can't. So how do we rectify a situation like this? How do we stop these police killings, right? If they don't even see us as human, right? If they fear us and they don't see us as human, and they think we have these superpowers and we are people that need to be annihilated, because that's pretty much what they're saying. I mean, like, that if there was a black dude in that video, they would have started shooting at him and he took off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I have that for you, Carl.
right,
Are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready. I'm sitting down.
Good. There is.
Is he breaking up?
Yeah.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead now. Go now.
You repeat what you said.
I just said there is no solution. There is no to what you just said. There is no solution. To be bluntly honest, nothing's going to change. I mean, it hasn't changed in 250 years. Why is it going to change in our lifetime? Unfortunately, it's not going to. I mean, police have been killing us since slavery.
Yeah, because they was the sheriffs, then the slave masters, the overseers.
And after slavery ended, they were the Jim Crow to round up black men to put in prison to be for free labor. Laws were passed. Some laws were passed. If you're a black and didn't have a job, then you go to jail. You went to jail for jaywalking. They did everything and out the household with these simple laws locking up black men. Jim Crow, and then if you look at all this footage of the civil rights, all those people getting beat over their head, and water hoses, and billy clubs, and dogs.
Yeah, over the Peniston Bridge.
Those were police officers that were doing that.
Yes, they was.
The police when they said John Lewis got his skull cracked by billy club.
I saw it.
The police officer did it. It was that cracked the skull. So they've been doing this forever. This is not like, look, the Rodney King, and we've talked about this on our show before, Rodney King tape, which brought everything into the mainstream media.
Right.
First time America, so-called, had a reckoning with seeing a black man getting his ass whipped by police officers like they didn't know it happened before that. But the Rodney King thing was so bad that the guy that took the video had one of those, this is before cell phones, right? He had that big giant camcorder with the VHS tape. He saw them beating Rodney King, went and got his video thing out the closet, loaded the tape in it, went back and recorded.
They were still whooping his ass. That don't make no sense.
While he was going to get his camera,
they were still whooping his ass. No.
I had one of those things too. They were slow and old. The old motor closed the door. Then he had to come and cut it on and push the record button. So he got 3.5 minutes of footage, but they were beating him for 3 minutes before he went and got the camera. And by the time he loaded the camera, so that beating was almost 8-9 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been just like if he didn't have that camcorder, Rodney King would just have been another guy that got his butt whipped, went to jail, and would never became the famous Rodney King that he became. I mean, all because somebody had a camcorder. We saw it. Their problem would be, it wasn't for the lady with the cell phone footage filming this guy kneeling on George Floyd's neck, and we all saw it. The whole world saw it. We still had to sit there and bite our nails.
Yeah.
And pray and hope and do this, hoping that he would be convicted. After we saw it, we watched it.
Yeah. Right. And that's sad.
George Floyd get killed more times than I've seen anybody die ever. I mean, this dude died in front of my eyes 1,000 times on TV. And
trauma porn. It's just too much. It's over and over and over again.
We sit there and go, I wonder if they're going to convict him. Is he getting off? We saw it. The only reason Michael Brown guy got off because there was no cell phone footage. The only reason that fool in Florida that killed Trayvon Martin got off because there was no cell phone footage. Because there was cell phone, we know he killed that boy for no damn reason.
Oh, we already know that. That's just common sense. He probably got. I'm telling you, it's some type of groups. It's something on here that's influencing these young, white, impressionable young men because they should not really have a problem with life.
Well, Tiffany, Carl Rittenhouse, who went to Black Lives Matter, and killed 2 black people. I mean, white people, by the way, at a Black Lives rally. You know, they were there to support, I guess, black people because they're at the rally protesting. So obviously, they're what you call liberals who care about black people. I guess that's what they say.
No,
so he went there and killed those 2 protesters who were part of the Black Lives Matter protest, right?
Oh, the 2 white people?
Yes. So then
and one was a known pedophile, alleged, but it came out that on a record he was a known pedophile. So that one bullet probably was worth it. But go ahead, I'm sorry. Commercial break.
Well, Carl Rittenhouse didn't know that when he shot him.
No, he didn't know that, but God works in mysterious ways. Hallelujah.
He was there at a Black Lives Matter rally. But my point was Carl Rittenhouse was turned into a right-wing hero.
Yeah, for his behavior.
He was glorified, invited by the former freaking Donald Trump, a president, invited a guy who shot people to his mansion to have dinner.
I saw him waving the guns at the cops, and they was waving at him, telling him to go ahead.
Yeah, he was on TV shows, Kennedy show, and Carlson show, and on radio show, right-wing radio shows, and speaking at conventions. The kid probably got more money than all 3 of us put together right now because he just
got a video game out, don't he? I think he got a video
game out.
Yeah, he got a lot.
So he
for that behavior.
He's probably a billionaire now, just for other than people. So, and all these other guys are now looking at him going,
yeah,
you know, this guy shot people and he's a hero. So we're gonna go shoot people. Boston. We're gonna go up to New York and shoot people at the.
And they plan it, Kev. They plan it. It's like they be in detail. Did you know that guy in Highland Park dressed as a woman?
Yeah, he planned it.
He climbed up a daggone building and started laying down shots on his own people. Now, that white on white crime is amazing, okay? Now y'all see. Now that it's coming back on y'all, y'all need to clean this up for y'all birth a couple of more of them, and they want to go around just shooting people.
Let me say something. If you're white and you're watching the show, if you got a 17-year-old or 18-year-old at the house, do not buy him a gun. He's going to use it to kill people.
That kid's father signed up on that gun for him.
Yeah, father signed off for him to get the gun. Same thing with the killer in Buffalo. He got the gun returns. Same thing with the guy who same thing with Cook. That guy got his gun from his parents. I believe the same thing with the guy in Florida that shot up Parkland High School.
The parents should be accountable for it. I'm sorry.
Parents. First of all, these guns are expensive. These guns, like these rifles, you know, these AR-15s, they run like $3,000. They're not.
Well, you heard when Professor Griff was on here. He said that he don't understand how they getting this money.
Yeah.
To get this, and they don't got even jobs.
Yeah. This kid that just shot up over in Chicago, up in Highland, he don't look like he had no $3,000 on him.
No, did you see him? He looked like he see dead people.
So AB from YouTube, what's up, AB? Question, she said, my question is why pretending? I'm not sure if I understand. Who's pretending? Why are we pretending like we know? Why are we pretending like we don't know how they feel?
Oh, no, we know how they feel. We just making sure we sending the information to y'all so y'all can know how, so we can work this out together as a family, as a Black unit, because we need to talk about this.
Yeah. What up, Gina? Gina Fiore, our lonely white. Gina comes on every Wednesday and represents the entire white race.
Hey, Gina.
Yeah. So
bad. We just talking. Well, you know what?
Thank you.
Gina knows we don't. We mean when we talk about white people, we mean she knows who we mean. We don't need to explain it to Gina. Gina knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, we have to even ride that line because we have. I mean, me personally, I can't speak for the rest of y'all. I have white people in my life, you know, that I work for, that I'm friends with, associates, whatever. So, you know, so yeah. I mean, my stepdad was white. You know, he's
yeah.
I'm just saying, I've been around white people all my life. You know, my mom was married to a white guy. You know, so
yeah,
I wasn't raised in the world that, you know. But I understand more than ever now what Dr. King said about, I think I'm people, you know, into, you know, burn a bush or fire, or whatever. He said he regretted all the work that he did to get us together with white people. I think he regretted that.
Because he found out who people was at the last moment of his life.
Because he realized these people are never going to like us.
And also his own people.
He was, I mean, Malcolm was, you know, at the end of his life, he was kind of trying to turn the tide a little bit. But most of Malcolm's life, he was okay with separation. So I think both guys, you know, it was funny because when Malcolm was killed, he was starting to come around to us being together as one. And King was starting to turn more militant to, you know, I guess.
Yep. A lot. Yeah, their bodies were changing, their spirits was changing.
They were changing, you know, in a way, because Malcolm went to Mecca and
he saw that Muslims was in all colors, all forms, right?
And King was, and these Democrats here in America in the South don't like us, and they ain't gonna. And now those Democrats in the South, by the way, turn into Republicans, as we know. So that's what we have, the Republican Party today that don't like us.
Yeah. So Gina, I didn't say you were lonely. I said you're the only white person on that representing the entire white race. I didn't say you were lonely. I had no idea, Gino. I know what I mean. You could be whooping it up wherever you are. I have no idea. I did not say you were lonely. I said only. O-N-L. You could be raising a lot of hell wherever you are. I have no idea. Pamela Jones said, but the media isn't talking about this yet.
No, they pick and choose what they want to talk about.
Because you got to remember, the media is run by white men, and white people just don't want to be uncomfortable. And that's the bottom line. White people just white men just don't want to be uncomfortable.
You want to hear? You got to go to podcasts like this, radio, because you're not like Urban View, talk about it all day. You're not going to hear on CNN or any other news network that, because nobody's going to just sit on that panel and say, hey, how come the black guy was shot 60 times and how come the white guy was taken in? Donald's probably thinking it.
Right.
You know, as much power as he may have as an anchor, he still can't bluntly say it because these guys got rules.
Right.
And it's only so far they can go, unfortunately, you know.
Right.
That's why you don't see some people on TV. You know, a lot of guys you see on TV because they don't bite their tongue.
Right. Oh, they can't get on TV.
I remember Joe Madison, who I listen to every morning on Joe Madison show Monday through Fridays on Urban View. Joe Madison used to guest on the show all the time. But he ain't been on there in a long time. He ain't been on MSNBC in a long time either. Because he's like, he don't bite his tongue. He gets on there. He will bring up the 60 shots. And that's why you don't see him on there no more. They bring on Dr. Cornel West, but very rarely do they bring him on. But you might see him on Don Lemon's show every once in a while. Cornel West he's not, even though he's
not as radical as Joe Madison.
But he does it with so much
charisma,
you know,
and
he's more of an educator.
Yeah, he's more tact.
Way, you know,
so
and he uses a lot of big words, you know, and all that sort of stuff to kind of mask what he's saying, so it doesn't scare white America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Dr. King has a holiday, and Malcolm X doesn't.
Right. It was two different, characters.
Because the Malcolm X that at the end of his life, white America didn't get to experience that guy.
Right.
It was the other Malcolm X, you know, the one that was like, you hit me, I'm hit you back.
Right.
You know, so,
by any means necessary.
Yeah, that's the guy they know. They don't know the guy that came from Mecca. Didn't live that long. So
did you hear about the thing that's going on in Texas, where in the schools they are calling slavery involuntary relocation?
I heard that.
Yes.
Yeah. They want to. they excuse me, somebody put it up for some kind of bill or something. I think they're thinking about it. I don't know if they did go through with it, but I was looking into that. They want to call it what was that worded again? Involuntary
relocation.
Yes, they want to change the name of slavery instead of calling it slavery.
Texas, a message, you are bugging. It is called AKA slavery, AKA you stole our ass. You know, people just be doing too much.
Well, they're trying to hide. We live in the information
and it's
world.
just making it worse. It's just making it worse.
Yes, we need to know the history. People need to know our history and the history of America.
Well, now, because here's why they're scared. They're scared because of the World Wide Web. At your fingertips is just a wealth of information. Anybody can punch in and just read anything. You know, there's YouTube now. I watch more. Look, 50 years ago, I mean, when we were kids, when I was a kid, 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays. You know, but now as an adult and an adult done some research and been research, I now realize what 4th of July stands for. I realize when my ancestors were on the 4th of July, they were in the cotton slaves. I also know what that song stands for, with the bursting and all that stuff. I understand the fireworks represent bombs. It represents violence. It represents death. That's what those fireworks represent. You know, so on that day, on America's birthday, for this white kid to go out and shoot 60 rounds from a high-powered rifle and murder, you know, I mean, that's just that parade. I mean, 4th of July is all about violence. Right?
And look what happened.
All about violence. That's what holiday represents. America's birthday represents violence.
Right. Very violent.
You know what's interesting also? Like whenever there's a Black Lives rally, or even if there's rioting or looting or whatever, you always hear like Fox News calling the people looting or rioting or protesting savages.
It's all about the wording.
Yeah, but you never hear them call the mass shooters savages.
Oh no, they're not savages. They got mental problems. No, we have it, okay? Because of all this stress we have to go through. We got to dip and dodge and looking back and forth. Can't go food shopping because we got crazy white boys over here trying to kill up something when they really need to go and find a girlfriend or something.
They should be, seriously, they should be like, there should be some kind of, like how, we should be seeing like police kicking in doors looking for these white supremacists.
No, because they're not going to do that.
No.
And you want to hear something? If you look, the cops did more at Highland Park than they did at Vallaldi, or I can't pronounce the Vallaldi where they got killed in the school. The cops was actually going towards the gunshots. They looking and they trying to check out. I'm like, at least they moving around. They doing something. Because the Uvalde, they just let them kids just sit there and die like that.
There's a different Highland. Is it Highland? Chicago?
Yeah, Highland, Illinois, Highland Park.
It's a very upscale, rich area.
Suburban.
No.
Oh, where the guy did the shooting? It was a very upscale suburban.
Yes, undercover.
The
Sundown Town.
houses, the starting prices of houses there start at $530,000. That's just
What?
houses.
They breeding their own little monsters. They
The
little white
average
supremacy monsters.
make $1,000 and up per year. That's average.
It's a suburban area.
Wichita has a house. Michael Jordan has a house there.
Yep, I heard that too.
On the market right now. I think it's $2.4 million that's on the market right now. Not too far from where the shooting happened. He has a house, in that neighborhood. It's a very upscale neighborhood. Everybody at that parade is probably very well off. We already know most of those kids that were killed in Texas, were Hispanic. Kids. Most of them were anyway. So that's the difference. But
I mean, with all this mass shooting, you would think they would want to do something about it. You know what I mean? But they still want people to have guns. They still want, even a 21-year-old. Why do you need, here's what I don't understand. Why do you need an assault rifle? I mean, I know like some farmers say, well, they have coyotes and they have wild hogs that, tear up their land and tear up their crops and stuff like that and have to hire people. Okay, but if you go to buy an AR-15, you need to tell me what do you need this gun for?
But don't they have the buckshot guns? The AR aren't those are the ones that supposed to be in the military, right?
Yeah.
And then they have the shotguns that you can have like when you in the woods or something, like them buckshot. Like they have different guns for different things. So you doing an assault rifle, like if you listen, you heard those guns, the shots go off. That shit was constant, like
yeah, but the devastation. What, Tiffany? You know what we don't see? Do you know that this lady put up a video? When you get hit by an AR-15, it leaves a hole the size of a CD coming out the other side.
Well, they said that the bodies.
The size of a CD.
There were blown
apart. The size of a CD coming out the other side of your body.
They said a couple of the bodies there were actually blown apart, like something in a movie. That bad. And in Texas, the one lady said the only reason she recognized her kid was for the tennis shoes. That was the only way she recognized her daughter that was shot in
Texas. The tennis shoes, yeah, I heard about that.
Because the body was unrecognizable.
They had to do DNA tests so the families can recognize. I mean, can be associated with them.
So these bodies.
That's horrible.
I think, this is my opinion. I think that this will this would change when America do the Emmett Till.
Show pictures. I saw. I was thinking about that, and I saw a video where this lady said they tried it, or I think they tried it in Germany. They showed pictures of the Holocaust to the Germans, and it didn't totally backfire, but they said they didn't get the response they expected. People would show more empathy, but I think it would help if people see these guns doing it.
Different. I think Americans will, because even back in the 60s, Emmett Till thing, changed a lot. It did change a lot when she decided that picture up
to share her pain.
Yeah, it did change a lot. So
made me tell.
Even they started filming some of the police with water hoses and the dogs sit on the protest stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that bothers me.
All that violence that helped change a lot. So yeah, Till her keeping the coffee open, damn what did to her son. So.
And you see, they just found a warrant for her arrest. Now, I heard that they just actually locked up a 100-year-old man that was a part of what they did to I think he was a Nazi, and what he did to the Jews. He just got locked up. If y'all can lock him up, y'all need to go and press charges on this 80-year-old woman. Why? Because she said that they kidnapped him. I think the charges is for kidnapping because she was in the car when they came and got him, when she could have said, no, that's not the boy. But we understand that, you know, where there's death, there's life. His life had to be sacrificed for us to have a civil rights movement. So I understand that. But she needs to be prosecuted. I don't care if she lost her whole family. She needs to be prosecuted and live the rest of her life in jail. Because not one time have I heard her come out and apologize personally, a letter to the family, to everybody in the world, that she probably would have got a point for that if she would have apologized for her bad behavior and said it was hard for her as a woman because she was in an abusive relationship. Because I know that Brian was whooping her ass and she was scared of him. But you sat there and you saw a little boy get killed or know that he got killed. Because don't get it twisted. They were shocked about that, about Emmett Till's body. That, like you said, his mother took that chance, and white people was like, listen, we don't like black people, but this was too far. You know, it was too much. It was too much, and I'm glad that we had to face it and look at it.
Waylon Bellard, what's up, Waylon? They said, well, right now you need to protect yourself from the people who have them. Meaning, I guess they already have the AR-15, so we need to have the same firepower to protect ourselves from them. I don't know if it's the fire. I think the AR-15 just does more damage. It leaves a hole the size of a CD. So if these kids were shot in the face, there was nothing left of their face.
Yeah, I think what he said is we as black people need to arm up. I don't even know if that's the answer, but because I don't know if all black people get guns and then all white people got guns and then we're all.
I ain't paying no $2,000 for a gun. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. First of all,
I am not paying $2,000.
I mean, I got a slingshot.
Yeah.
You is crazy, but it's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. We want that, but we wanted to do it where it's healthy, it's on point, and is legal. You know, and you don't have no, but we see that you have it legal, they still gonna shoot your damn ass anyway. But I'd rather die standing up than on my daggone knees, you know. So you still gotta protect yourself by any means necessary. So if you feel like you need to have protection, but get licensed. And make sure you have a lockbox. Make sure you get all your information. You know, you want to be a responsible gun owner.
But bottom line is, though, these people are fueled by hatred.
And they need to go talk to somebody.
You know, but there's millions of them.
Well, or millions of them need to go talk to somebody because it's getting on my nerves, to be honest with you. You get sick and tired of looking on the TV, on the internet, on the social media, seeing people get killed for no reason. All of this could have been avoided. All these situations that we talk about on our show could have been avoided. But we see that the people that are pulling the trigger, they don't have no empathy and sympathy for people like us of color. So that means we need to be on point with our mind. We need to be able to, you know, always, you know, see what's going on. You know, we need to school our children on how to deal with the police, how to deal with others. If you feel like something is uneasy, get away from it. You know, if you see something weird, move or say something. Because I'm telling you, that boy looked weird. I would have knew that something was wrong with him. Just like Dylan Roof. He would have never gotten to church if I was the usher. You really think I'm going to let that boy come in and his haircut was crazy? Look in, and you ain't bring a gift or nothing. No, you got to stay out here. Now, we need to be more on point and be able to recognize crazy when they come so they won't get our ass.
Well, Tiffany, I can co-sign on that because, and I know Professor Griff asked me if now I'm scared, but it's not now I'm scared, but I'm more vigilant. You know, I'm
Paul
more
with the nice hat.
You say he's a nice man with a nice hat. I'm more vigilant now.
Right.
The fact that somebody got up, drove hundreds of miles to just shoot black people. He's not alone. He's not a lone wolf.
No, he's not alone thinking like this. There's many of them.
I mean, we saw those police shoot 60 bullets to take down one man. And you never see, where are the videos of white policemen shooting 60 times at white people, shooting
And I would have definitely, yeah,
They
it's
always say
ridiculous.
you know what I mean? And it's just that, and I've said it before on the show, and I'll continue to say it. And Gina knows I'm not talking about her because we love Gina on the show. But there's a certain percentage of white people in America that do not care for black people. I don't know what percentage it is.
Oh, please. We give it at least about 65, 70%.
70%? Okay.
I agree with that.
You know, but
don't, like you said, your friend is there. We understand because there are some good white people out there that do have empathy and sympathy for others, and I salute their parents because their parents taught them that. But it is some out there that they do not care. They don't even care what we do, how we live, how we breathe. They feel like we gave them schools, we gave them free food. They should be okay. They really don't care about us. So, you know, to the ones that care, shout out, you know. But to the ones that don't,
I even wanted to do a show where I bring on these are white friends that I have known for 30 plus years.
Bring them on so we can ask questions.
Yeah, and I do. I say I want to find out what is it about your upbringing. We probably have Gina on this show, on that show.
Come on, Gina, can you do it, Gina?
What was different about your upbringing to make you the person you are?
Excuse me, I'm switching.
Kevin, do you change? Are you switching?
Yeah, I'm switching. I'm switching. Give me a second. I'm sorry. My bad. All right. Yeah, I had to switch devices.
Okay. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, like, what makes?
How is their life? How is their background? Right.
Where does all this hatred come from? What is wrong with you? I mean, shouldn't people be investigating that? Why does white America hate so much?
I'm telling you, they need to go see counseling. They need to go to Jane Elliott before she leave this earth. They need to go and see her. I probably need to do. Matter of fact, I can't do that experiment. You got to have another white woman do that experiment. But they need to get her before she leave this earth because they need a wake up call, and she needs to go to these precincts, all these precincts that's having these killing these black men like this. She needs to go there and check on who is the most prejudiced and racist in there. I'm telling you, she's gonna find out a lot, and they should fire their ass.
Yeah, because I like to know what makes people tick, and I know the last show we did, but when that guy said some disparaging remarks about Professor Griff, and before we close out the show, I want to say, if we have a guest on the show and you don't like that guest, we don't name call. You don't hear us name calling. You know what I mean? Even if we don't agree with a certain guest or we don't agree with a certain comment, you have never heard anyone on this show call anyone any names. And I made a mistake of reading what the person said about Professor Griffin. I would never do that again. But if you have any,
yeah, it's not our type of show. Fuck Donald Trump. No, I'm kidding.
you know,
that's not our type of show, man.
Yeah, we want our show to be a place where anybody is welcome. Yeah. And we want to hear people's views, and we understand that everybody have an opinion. I don't want to be like other podcasters. They be quick to, you say what you need to say, and they cut your behinds off quick, fast. Next, because nobody got time for, we don't got time for that because we're trying to send a message out. We're trying to help our people. And yes, we all want to work together. We want us to work together, but it's going to take time. You know, it's going to take baby steps, but we are not a platform to disrespect anybody.
No, not at all.
No.
The entrepreneur Leslie Green is checking in on YouTube. What's up?
Hey, Leslie, that's my good friend, my sister friend.
All right. She said it's kind of sad too because they were bred that way from a child.
Yes.
Nobody's born racist. Nobody's born hating.
No, they not. But remember, a child is a blank canvas.
Yeah.
And when they parents start painting them, they can paint racism. how they look at people, how they do, because we wasn't, my mother didn't raise us racist. My mother ain't never say hate white people or hate this or hate that. We have friends of all colors. I didn't learn racism until I became an adult, and you start to see how adults act. But children, we're not like that. We wasn't raised like that. I know y'all too wasn't raised to hate white people.
No,
that's not what our parents did. They raised us to watch out for the cops, so you won't get your ass killed, because they have a history of killing Black people, and that's sad that we have to feel like that. But that's our reality.
Yeah, you know what's funny to a lot of white parents or people might say, "Well, I'm not racist," but if I've seen this, like I'm walking and white woman or man is walking with the kid. They grab the kid's arm tighter and they kind of pull them closer to them. They don't have to say be afraid of that that man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious that
it's the action. You don't have to say it with your mouth. It's your action. It's how you are. Especially when you have white people that don't even be around Black people. They stay in suburban areas. They do that because they don't want to be around us. And as soon as they see a Black person come in the community, they ready to start writing letters. We need to write a letter because it's too many Black people up in here. You know. So that's not our fault.
I remember when my son was like,
"Hey, Kev, welcome back."
Welcome back.
Ain't nobody noticed I was there.
I noticed you are her host. I know you when you're gone, babes.
Yeah. When my son was like 3 years old, I took him to the pediatric doctor, and he was playing with those toys. It's like balls, colored balls on a thing, and you move them around and move them all around. So my son was playing with them, and then this lady came in to her 3-year-old son, and he came over. So both the kids were playing. They're both actually playing together. He's moving the one side, the other white kid's moving the other side. They're playing, they're having fun. I'm watching them. So then she realizes the kid, and she comes over and she takes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, it wouldn't happen again. I'm so sorry," and takes her son away. You know what I mean? Like,
that's racist. That's white. That's
what does that tell the kid?
Yes.
What does that tell? She didn't say, you know what I mean? But that told him that he needs to be afraid of brown people.
Instead of introduce yourself, Tommy. Right. This is Hakeem. Hakeem, this is Tommy. What's wrong with that? He could have been a new friend.
I watched them play for like 3-4 minutes. I didn't have a problem with it. But the way she came over and all apologetic, and I'm sorry, it wouldn't happen again. And I'm like, okay.
Racism is a learned behavior. We are not born racist. We don't wake up and be like, I don't like white people. I don't like Black people. No, it is a learned behavior, and it needs to change. It needs to change immediately. So white people, public service announcement, please change the way you raise your children. God damn it.
Facts.
We're rolling into what, year 500?
Yeah, it ain't worked so far. It ain't working out too well.
Yeah,
it's not working out. And now you got the internet. So now these kids, it ain't even the parents anymore. Now it's just people on the internet teaching these kids hatred. You can go online and join groups, and there's so many hate groups online right now that teaches these kids. Dylan Roof was a part of one of these hate groups. A kid from the Buffalo shooting, he was part of these hate groups. There's so many hate groups online, and I don't know when social media is going to start cracking down on this, because, like Carl said earlier, Facebook gives him the blues for this show. But you can go on, but you can go online and join the KKK quickly. Nobody's shutting them down.
I said I wanted to slap a white girl because her son going over there with whips, and they shut me down. But like you said, I really think something is going on with with the young people. They are being raised by the internet and bad parenting, especially these young white boys. Something is going on with them that their parents don't know that they're having guns, or their parents is giving them the guns. You going out here and you taking people's lives. I know they tried to kill an animal first, because most killers kill animals first. That's a message to parents, okay? if your child is killing animals, that means he's going to kill a human. This is why I tell each parent, bring animals in your home. Teach your children how to love an animal. Because when they love an animal, they're going to have compassion for another. Now, if your children don't, you better watch out.
And my dog peed on my shoes the other day. I was going to kill him, just for the record. I was going to kill his ass. He peed right on my sneakers. I had white sneakers when he peed on them, so I was looking
First of
for
all,
him.
you better be careful what you say. They got the ASAPCA police, and I don't want them to lock you up for saying that.
Okay, Pamela Jones just posted, she said, more BS today. 2 Seattle police officers were justified when they shot and killed Charlena Lyles, a Black woman, and had no other reasonable alternative when they pulled the trigger, according to a unanimous King County coroner jury following a 2-week-long inquest into her 2017 death. 3 shots were to her back. He was shot in front of her children.
Wow.
Did they ever go to court with it? Did she ever say they go to court? They went to court?
They were justified.
Oh, they was justified. Now, the next thing is, are they going to pay her? Because most of the time, if they get away with it, they pay them in civil court. Because that's another thing with a lot of these parents. You know, I know y'all lose your children and stuff, but if you take that money in the clause, you can't talk about it no more because you took money. I done heard that many times before. So they probably gave them money and they're not going to talk about it anymore.
It happens so much so.
Are we saying segregation hurt us?
Yeah, we know that. Yes, it did, because we were more together when we were separated, because they didn't want us in their businesses. They didn't want us touching their clothes. They didn't want us in their restaurants. They didn't even want us in their shoes. They would throw it away. So yes, we had to produce our own to be successful. And once they saw that we were successful, they was like, oh no, they're making more money than us. Oh no, their money is flipping at least 5 times in between each other. We need to shut it down. And they shut it down. And what did they do? They created fear amongst our people. So now our people are scared. And they still scared. So they all right with what Master is doing.
They don't want us to. There was a Black man that has a machine today, like right now. I think he's in Texas. I think I showed a video last week. He can create water out of air. He makes water. He has made a machine that can create water out of thin air, and he makes a bunch of them and takes them to neighborhoods that needs water and stuff.
But he needs to go to Michigan. I hope he's in Michigan.
The white people came and vandalized his machine. They ripped out the wires. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
he should get security.
I have more breaking news.
Oh no! Come on.
Well, no, this is actually, it just popped up on my screen here. So real time here. Timothy Loman, the Cleveland police officer who shot and killed 14-year-old Tamar Rice, has been hired as a police officer in Pennsylvania today. Yeah, so he's back on the job. Yeah. Timothy Loman, the Cleveland police officer who shot and killed 14-year-old Tamar Rice, has been hired as a police officer in Tiger Bohol, Pennsylvania. Where the hell that's at? According to the mayor, David Wilcox. Yeah. So he's back on the job. Yeah.
Well, let me just send this spiritual message out to all that have blood on your hands. Know that you will get your karma. You probably won't get your karma now, but you will get your karma, or your children will. So if you take a life unjustified, you will get yours. So I'm putting it on you.
But you know, this guy that killed Tamar Rice was kicked off another police force and got hired by the Cleveland police force, and was only on that force, for a few weeks before he killed Tamar Rice. Then he got another job. But I thought the George Floyd Policing Act was supposed to stop police officers like him from getting rehired from other police forces. Wasn't that part of the clause in one of the things that was in the George Floyd Policing Act that we fought so hard for Biden to sign and pass, which he passed, that police officers that have, I guess he was found innocent on all charges, so he's able to still get a job. Maybe that's what it is. Because he wasn't never convicted for tomorrow.
He get the double curse, okay?
Yeah, he wasn't convicted on that murder, and that's what it was. So I guess he has no conviction. He can get another job. So he's back on the force again. And you know what? He's not in a nice neighborhood like Highland, Illinois. They're gonna put him back in a hood somewhere so he can continue to do bad things to people of color. So I guarantee you that he's not in a nice neighborhood, I'm sure. But he's got another job as a police officer. Guy got another gun, another badge, shot a 14-year-old kid on a parade ground, got away with it. He got another job.
They need to upgrade the legal system, the police system, everything, the school system, everything needs to be upgraded, ripped up and done all over again. I'm sorry, because this right here is because the laws is not right. Everything needs to be done again. It needs to be done again. I'm sorry, done again.
Well, I have a question. for the panel. Because I saw this on the news last night. I live in New York, so they were saying New York City. Okay. So New York City, a lot of police officers are retiring and quitting.
Good.
So, but here's the deal. Now they're trying to hire new police officers. There is now room for lots of African Americans because these cops are quitting at an alarming rate, according to this news that I saw last night, the news story.
Are those the bad
New York
apples?
cops they're quitting for several reasons. One is because they say the anti-police society that's going on now. So a lot of people quit in the job. It's not cool to be a cop anymore. So now you got a lot of openings. Now you got time. Now here's a chance for Black people to become cops, I believe.
I think they should take it.
That's my question. That's my question.
They can become cops, but what about the rules and regulations? Because once you sign your name to the Blue Gang, party is done. Okay? You have to go according, and if you try to turn against one of them or try to speak up, your ass is grass.
But if we outnumber them, if there's enough of us, you know what I mean? I don't think a neighborhood that's 90% Black should have a police force that's 90% white.
No, it needs to be mixed, and because we're not a black and white world anymore, we're a multicultural world.
It should be majority. There's no white neighborhood in the country that I know of that has majority Black police department.
No, there's not, because the police department.
By the way, one of the cops that fired and killed Jalen Walker was Black.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Well, how many bullets did he use?
Who
now
knows?
That's the question.
Who
I
knows?
want to know how many.
He was on the scene shooting.
Yeah,
he's part of them.
Well, he got his blood on his hands too. People don't understand spiritual. Okay, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it. That boy is gonna haunt y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Okay, Pamela Jones said Charlena is dead. Not sure whether any money has been paid to her family. I think they got to make that money come out of the police pension or something.
They have to.
Yeah. But that's when you go into the civil case, because that's the only reason why I said that. I don't want you to feel that I'm insensitive, because I'm not insensitive. The only reason why I said that is because that's what I've been noticing. It's the pattern of these cases. If they don't convict these people, they don't convict the cops, they give them, it's the civil case now. They trying to get money, so a lot of them already got paid out. Tiana Taylor, what happened to her, they didn't even give her family a lot of money, but they gave them money. They gave a lot of them money. And a part of their contract, you really can't talk about the case anymore. You can go out there, you can, do your little rallies and stuff, but you cannot talk about the case no more because you was paid already. Once you take the money, that's it.
We have some viewers from Africa, and one of them is Francis. And Francis from Africa says, I have been telling you guys many times that until you guys come to Mother Africa, you are not safe. The last time he said it on the show, Information Man pushed back on that. And he said lots of people are leaving Africa to try to get to other countries. So
yeah, it's still regardless. You
but
know, listen, we love Mother Africa. Every time I wake up, I hear the drums. Okay, but right now, you know, I love America also.
black people built America. Should we?
Yeah, why should I
Why
leave
should we just
someplace
leave?
my ancestors built?
Yeah.
Now I will come and visit Africa, you know, and I be, you know, and don't get it twisted. I want Africa to flourish. Mother Africa got everything, but until they get 24-hour electricity, I'm not coming because I need electricity.
Africa has electricity.
They don't have 24-hour.
What do you mean?
I heard WizKid.
You need that's
I
certain
heard
parts.
WizKid say it, and he is an artist from Nigeria.
Certain parts.
Yeah, certain parts, but not in the.
Parts.
No, I'm sorry.
That's like a very small percentage.
Huh?
Yeah, Africa's pretty advanced right now.
No, I'm just saying. He said in Nigeria, they don't have 24-hour electricity. A lot of them have to travel far for water.
Certain parts, yeah, but that's not the entire. I mean,
no, I didn't say it was the whole country. You didn't hear me say. I said Nigeria. That's what he said. And if I was going to visit somebody, I'm going to Nigeria or South Africa because I want to see the different.
But it's a very small. Okay, certain parts of Barbados doesn't have. Some people are still without electricity. They still burn lamps, but it's very small. It's very small. So if somebody went to Barbados and stayed in that little tiny area, they might say, "I went to Barbados and they didn't have electricity in the house." Like
you won't have electricity here if you don't pay your bill.
So Francis keeps inviting us to Africa. We would not. They're guaranteeing we would not be shot if we go to Africa. I don't know about that.
Well, I don't want to be kidnapped because once they see this butt, they're gonna be like, "We want you."
You know, they're like big. All right, we're gonna wrap it up unless Kevin has
funny
breaking news.
Oh, do we?
You said unless Kevin got breaking news. We not Kevin. Don't give us no more breaking news. I'm trying to recover from this right here, Kevin.
Okay, so Gina said, "Oh no, Africa is very advanced. Certain parts of everywhere has no electricity or plumbing, but very, very true. Very, very isolated towns, maybe. Yeah.
No, I understand. Listen, I'm not playing hating. I'm just jokey joke.
So we're gonna be off for 2 weeks. I'm leaving for Barbados on Saturday. I'll be back on the 23rd. So whatever the Wednesday is following the 23rd. I know Tiffany is going to Mexico.
Yours.
So Tiffany's gonna be in Mexico. I'm gonna be in Barbados for 2 weeks, going to see my dad. Can't wait. See my dad. And we will miss you guys. And Kevin will be on the road doing his thing.
Yeah, I'll be out doing stand-up comedy around. But y'all can find me on social media. Y'all be seeing me. I'll be watching y'all Instagram and Facebook page. Yeah. Tiffany and Carl.
Oh, thank you.
Please, everyone, if you can hop over to YouTube and watch us on YouTube, we truly appreciate it. We're going to be leaving Facebook because they have so many restrictions, and you can say one word and they block your. I mean, it's just horrible. And I rather
we might have to go to Patreon or something. We might have to do it up a little bigger or something.
Yeah, I just rather not deal with Facebook because 90% of our audience is on YouTube anyway. We just need a few other people. Grandma Staley, thank you so much. She still watches us, I think, on Facebook. So we have to get and I've been dealing with something. I don't have COVID. I tested myself, but
we understand. First of all, the allergy season has been crazy. So
yes.
But thank you everyone for coming out, listening to us. Please like, share, subscribe. Check us out on our social medias. I have a page. You can check me out, like and subscribe. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Definitely contact us if you want us to talk. Like I said, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And if nothing else crazy happened, Kevin sent us a message.
Oh, please.
Kevin might have to jump on and do the show yourself.
There's no way we're gonna go. No way in America. You're gonna go 2 weeks without something crazy happening. You can believe that.
Yeah, because those police. I mean, we had a police department that was putting up pictures of black men as
Yeah,
targets. They had
that's
white
a
men, they had
problem.
Chinese, they had Indian men, but they choose to put up only black men to use as target practice.
And it's sad. It's
You know?
sad.
And like, what can we do about it? I mean, other than
Can you do anything? Like, can you write up a petition? Can the community? What can they do? That's something that I'm going to look into. Like, if we see something that we are unhappy with, do we write a petition or we keep writing letters? But also, we don't want to be target because we feel like this is wrong. Because once you start talking up for something, people want to target you. So people don't come for me.
I mean, like in general, with all these police shootings, you see police 60 times at one man that's running.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine. I just can't imagine what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks while we're off there, while our show's off the air. How much drama this country is going to bring.
Well,
how much
I'm going to be
we're going to talk
taking
about
notes.
when y'all get back. When y'all get back, we're going to have a 3-hour show because there'll be so much stuff we have to go over.
We're going to be taking notes. And you see, not to, sorry, because I know we're about to get off. Brittany Griner, you remember you spoke about her last week. She wrote a heartfelt letter to Biden, and Biden was asleep.
Yeah.
He didn't listen. The girl want to come home.
No, from what I understand, Kamala Harris spoke with her also and the wife on a 3-way. So I guess they're trying to work. Russia's not,
Well,
it's a tough situation.
America's sending Ukraine all those, all this ammunition. So
yeah, and sure, I bet you Trump would have got her. Trump got all them other people out of jail. People that didn't even supposed to come out, they got out. Sure.
Yeah, I bet you Trump also has Trump has a good relationship with all these dictators, though, too.
Right. You're right.
Because he's a dictator.
Yeah.
So he gets along with Putin and Kang Young, whatever his damn name is. He gets along with these fools. He would have got that
lesbian back.
Yeah, he gets along with these fools because he
would have got her back. Because Biden is like, listen, because I heard they want to exchange her with somebody else. So again, we're going to send out love to her. We hope you get back, girl.
Well, they said that they're not going to do anything until the trial's over. Once she's been sentenced to whatever they're going to do to her, then they're willing to negotiate. But right now, they're not even going to negotiate anything until her trial's over. It's some BS. I mean, but there's nothing you can do because Russia's just like, God, it's a bad situation for that girl, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
I wish her the best.
Said, please don't compare Biden with the orange. I don't think you were comparing.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying he got a lot of people out of jail. Okay? A lot. Should we start naming them? Kodak Black, Lil Wayne? Who else? He got a lot of people.
Well, he got them out of American prisons, though, so.
Yvonne Williams Simmons said, absolutely a dictator. And now I've always been upset with why do people use dick as an insult? I take umbrage with that. And Kevin, I think you should too, because I don't understand why a person that's not being nice is considered a dick. Why are we?
Yeah, why our body parts got to be a bad thing?
Yeah.
I like. Look, I like.
Huh?
Don't be picking on my dick.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some pretty good, times with my dick, and it's never gotten in trouble. It's never been arrested. So I don't know why a person
Carl with the nice hat.
I don't know why a person that's bad is considered a dick. You never hear anybody go, look at that dumbass vagina.
Yeah, no shit. That's funny. We're going to find out why.
Yeah. Okay. Yvonne Williams says, we love penis with a heart. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks. I'll be on vacation in Barbados. I'm leaving Saturday, the 9th. I'll be back on Saturday, the 23rd. So the following Wednesday, we'll be rocking again. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for watching the show. Remember to check us out on YouTube, and we're going to try to get off Facebook. Thank you to Norma Staley, Grandma. Thank you, Pamela Jones, AB. Greet AB. What's up? Gina Fiore. I might not get everyone, so please.
Gina need to get out and see one of my shows. Stop BSing, Gina.
Yeah. Waylon, Ballard, the entrepreneur Leslie Green. Thank you for checking in.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie. And you guys stay safe. Yvonne Williams, thank you so much for checking in. And we love you guys. We really do.
We love you, appreciate you, and send love to your family. Love your loved ones, because people are, dear, please.
Yes. Tell the people you love that you love them.
Yes.
They are not psychic. And please, Francis is in Ghana.
I'm back.
Okay. So Francis is in Ghana. He's watching us from Ghana. So he said the situation in Ghana would be solved when the current corrupt leader leaves. So once Ghana gets straightened out. Asia Coleman, thank you so much for checking in.
Oh, that's my sister.
All right.
Sister.
What's up, sis?
Where's your sister at, Kev? I know your sister be on there too.
Oh, she watching.
She's watching.
Sister.
What's up, Bridget?
Hey, Bridget.
Pamela Jones says vaginas are strong. So I guess
yes, we are very strong. So don't ever call a man a pussy, because he's not. Because vagina is very strong. Okay.
All right. More power to the vagina. Is that the vagina sign? The power.
I don't care.
Yeah. That's the sign.
That's a big ass vagina.
That's the sign. Hey, thank you guys. So any parting words before we go on vacation?
Yeah, y'all be safe out there. Y'all probably going to somewhere safer than America. So pray for me. I'm stuck here in America.
Stop. Oh, people, just please.
We can go to Ghana, Francis. We can come to Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana.
Might take her up on that. Yeah, man. Y'all, parting words is y'all have safe travels. All the best to your dad, Carl. Enjoy your moment with him when you're there. I know you will. Cherish that. And Tiffany, safe travels. And I'll be, I'll see you on Instagram as usual, and liking your post. And and we'll be back stronger than ever, bringing the nothing but the truth with this show and working things out. So please keep supporting the show, because when we get back, it's on.
Yes.
And if anyone knows any Black therapists, I'm on the hunt for Black therapists to come on the show and be part of the panel. So if anyone knows anyone that does Black therapy, please send them our way.
Yes.
Pamela Jones is going to Ghana. No, I'm just kidding. She said, Ghana, I hope to visit in the near future. So, Francis, I hope when we come to Ghana, we have a good time. Okay, he says he recommends Tanzania.
I heard that's a beautiful place, too.
Yes. Any parting words for you?
No, just send out love to everyone. Thank you again. Also, love your loved ones. Please be on point. Learn your history. Teach your history to your children. Pay attention to them. My white sisters and brothers, check your kids' room up under their bed and don't be giving them no guns. Okay? Cool. We are sick of it. We need to be more together than against each other. Okay? And, that's it. One love. And shout out to my family. Rest in peace to my friend Rodney Holly.
Rest in peace to your friend Rodney. Amen.
Thank you. Condolences to you, Tiff, and you're losing your friend. I know it's hard. I lost a very good friend of mine last year. Panel preach. I miss him every day. And it's just hard. It's just hard.
Preacher be rocking with us right now, man. He would be rocking with us right now too. Damn.
Rest in peace, Preach.
Yeah.
Preach a good brother, man. Good brother.
Yeah. All right, people. We love you. The Black Theory Show is out.
Ow.
love. Can I get that bomb? Oh, by the way, can I get that bomb song, man? Can I get that song?
Now pain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know it, Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We be giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built on your school. It was brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God up above. It's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's pretty